Okay, this is my first shot at doing a commentary. We're going to be doing Plastic Winchester Theater Episode 1. We'll start off with the Rock Music Plays slide, which is now kind of our trademark for the show. I don't know where that actually came from. I think I was trying to pick a song for the beginning episode, and I never got to the point where I thought, oh yeah, this would be a good song. So I thought, we'll just put Rock Music Plays and you guys can just think of your own song. And I kind of stuck, so it ended up working out pretty well. The first episode takes place in Madison, Wisconsin, which of course is my hometown. I thought that would be kind of fitting since I didn't know that it was going to take off the way it did, so I thought that this is kind of a neat idea. We'll stick them in my hometown and kind of see how that goes. We see Sam and Dean right here are arriving at the hotel, and we see that for the first time they have just one bed, and of course, you know, hilarity ensues. In the beginning it ended up being that I didn't think I could fit two beds on the cat stand, which most of you that have seen the other behind-the-scenes stuff would know it's filmed on my cat's perch, and that's kind of their set so I can get different camera angles and whatever. I didn't think I could fit two beds. I didn't have, that was a shoebox I was using for their bed, so I didn't have anything else to split it up. So it ended up being that I just made it into a joke and kind of rolled with it. And of course the gratuitous plastic nudity, which just, I don't even know what I was thinking. This whole episode is going to be really embarrassing, I have a feeling. But this was just an idea I had that I thought, oh yeah, we'll take their clothes off. Because on the show, you know, people are always saying that they wish that they would take their clothes off, so there we go. It's kind of sad how I don't have a whole lot of props in here. There's like almost no backdrops. It got a lot better. It's nice to see kind of where it started off and kind of to see how it progressed from there. But yeah, this is kind of making me cringe a little. Dean's hair especially was a little stiff in this opening one. Sam's hair kind of still looks the same, but that's kind of how he goes. The diner set. I remember I was really kind of proud of this actually because they had props on the table. There's a sandwich and a coffee cup and, you know, good times. I thought I was very clever naming the girl Mary Sue in this one. Of course, we again got better with the names as we went along too. And this is supposed to be kind of foreshadowing actually right here where she's talking about the clanging pipes and everything. And then, you know, she comes home and the channel is different. It sounds like it's a ghost, but it also sounds like you could have a house guest that, you know, you weren't expecting. So that's kind of what we were trying to foreshadow right there. And, well, my trees are rocking right there. Yeah. The backgrounds do get better. That makes me happy that they do at least get better. And Sam, again, has a sword because I didn't have more than one gun. I didn't know I was gonna really be doing this. So I had bought the gun just for Dean's prop. And then thought, well, what's Sam gonna have? Well, Sam would have a gun if it was a real show, but I didn't have a gun. So I thought, what do I have? Well, I had the Aragorn doll who had the sword, so I thought, well, Sam's bringing the sword, so at least they both have weapons. And a little salt container I made from a little jar that I found at the craft store, and, you know, slapped a label on, and then there we go. We go into the house here, and again, with the staircase that I don't even know what I was thinking there. But coming up, of course, is the big reveal of the ghost, which is cracking me up quite a lot right now. This is before I even owned Photoshop, so all of this was done in like my regular old Microsoft program that I had. And that actually right there, if you look, you can see that it's John underneath the blanket. I know it ends up being Harry Potter later, but Harry Potter, you couldn't get his hands to go up, so I stuck John under there thinking, you know, that would be clever, because you hopefully wouldn't notice later when they take the sheet off that you'll see that it actually is Harry Potter. Am I ruining this? I hope you guys have watched this a couple of times before this happens. Right here comes, you know, the first action sequence. We have Dean is fighting and Sam's reaching over to pick up, you know, dropped weapons and trying to figure out how many shots I needed to make an action scene work. Could I jump from Sam laying down to all of a sudden standing up, or did I need that transition shot of him picking up the rifle and going over there? I think I got, I think I got better at it. and I have no idea why I put the is holding gun up with his TK. I think it's because I didn't realize how I was going to be doing. I mean, there's a lot of cheats in here, and I think we get that later, but not maybe not so much now. And of course, the gratuitous hugging. Plastic Sam and Plastic Dean hug a lot on my show. It's just kind of what they do. They won't do it for me in real life, so I make them do it in their plastic version. And of course, here's the big funny reveal where Harry Potter stands up and it suddenly becomes a crossover. And it literally became, this whole episode was me just making stuff up as I went along. So, yeah, Harry Potter was a little, I thought it was a little, when I was shooting it I thought it was kind of lame, but it ended up working really well, and people seemed to think it was funny, so, you know, I'll take it. And, you know, here we're tying some of the Harry Potter canon in there with Harry looking for the Horcrux and, you know, talking about how he's sick of being famous Harry Potter, and he does come back later, so this was kind of setting the groundwork for him to come back later. And, you know, help him out of a bind, because he does kind of owe them because they kept his secret. So, and then, of course, we're wrapping the episode up, and they said they were going to continue on with this, and you guys really liked it, and so I kept doing it, and the rock music continued to play, and hopefully will for quite a while longer.